Hi guys, welcome to a new video. This is actually my first video on this channel. I'm going to be starting off this channel with a reaction all the way from Nigeria. It is the reaction of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's visit to Nigeria, to Lagos precisely, because that's where everybody goes to. Nobody ever goes outside of Lagos. But okay, let's just focus on the main topic for the day. So Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, I would put Prince Harry first because he deserves a little bit of a uplifting, especially with everything that's been going on with him. So Prince Harry and Meghan Markle came to Nigeria last year, I believe. If I'm not correct, please correct me in the description box because I do not know the timelines. I've been seeing the videos circulate in the internet and I'm always like, this is the cringiest thing that I've ever seen. So in this video, Meghan Markle decides to interrupt the ceremony of where Prince Harry is taking or receiving some ornaments. It's a cultural thing where you're being given gifts and like beads and all of that in a way to honor you as a person. And because Nigeria is I don't want to say we're a misogynist country because we are actually improving, although we still are misogynistic, because you would have people say this openly, put women down openly and say women don't belong here and all of that stuff. But we're actually, getting better. But normally events like this, if it's to honor the husband and wife, the husband actually has to go first. Okay, except if it's a woman's event, then the husband will not even be up there, all right? But this is an event honoring two people, a couple, Prince Harry and Meghan. So if you're following the Nigerian custom, Prince Harry has to go first. He has to be honored first, and then they'll move on to Meghan Markle. That's the reason why she was placed at the far left of the line, right? But okay. Let's watch the video. I just want to thank Winning Communications for the video. He's also going to give his commentary. Unfortunately, I don't have the full video, but I want you guys to watch it and then we'll come back and discuss my opinions about it, okay? So let's watch the video.
What's up, winners? This is Meghan's most ridiculous moment. I cannot believe that anyone has not been talking about it. I've rewinded the video a bit. We might have seen the part before, but it's so you can see the entire context. You have to watch it. It's hilarious.
When you're wearing this, you can only dance Michael Jackson. With this one.
Okay, just keep in mind, they're giving all the clothing to Harry. Harry's getting clothes after clothes. It's Harry's turn to get the clothing first. Now watch.
This is going to be the beads.
The beads. Look.
These are the beads.
Look. Meghan's like, mine, me, mine. And you're going to see 1,000% the beads are not for Meghan. Wait till the end, 1,000%. It's hilarious. Literally, he's giving everything to Harry. It's like, now it's time for the beads. There's nothing. Meghan's like, mine.
Yes. And then
The Prime Minister's like, aha. It's very awkward. He puts it on just because it's super awkward. Now watch. Now he says this too is for you. He's being smooth. He's pulling out the beads that are actually for Meghan. Look at her tights. Watch. It's awkward. Look. Oh, these aren't mine? Oh, they were for Harry the entire time. So I know the haters who love Meghan Markle and hate everything, they're like, oh, it's not. Look, those were her beads. Those were way too big for her. Literally, Harry's being given all the clothing, and then Meghan is like, meh. You go back and watch that again. Oh my gosh.
These are your earrings. You do that.
He's like, now it's your turn. Look at the weird, creepy hand grab. She does stuff like this so often, like grabbing at microphones. She's just so selfish and so like, it's mine. What a chipwad she is. Like, if this happened like once, it'd be like, okay, it's awkward, but she does it.
Okay, so I'm going to start first of all by saying this. disclaimer, okay, about the royal family. My point is this: I'm not saying this because I hate the royal family or because I love the royal family. I'm just trying to tell you guys that the royal family has its purpose, and I don't really care that they do what they do. Okay, so I'm going to focus on this video, just Harry and Meghan. All right. So first of all, there's this cultural event that we normally do in Nigeria where you honor, a man and then his wife. Most cultural events, a woman is mostly ignored sometimes. Most times you won't even see the wife up there. But let's just say because these are two dignitaries from America and the UK or whatever, and they still sort of hold their duchy title, right? But in a way, they're no longer royal, right? Because they did step back. So if you're receiving them, you're receiving them as guests. And you have to follow protocol regardless of that. Because trust me, if we go to the UK to honor Nigerians, they're going to follow the UK standard of doing things. They won't follow the Nigerian standard because you're in the UK, you have to act like the UKs do. When you're in Rome, you act like Romans do. So if Meghan Markle and Prince Harry come to Nigeria, they're supposed to act like the Nigerians do, which is follow protocol. The man comes first and then the woman comes next. But in this case, Meghan Markle decides that would not apply to her. You can see where she's been put at the far left of the line, and she's able to make her way all the way to Harry with the pretense of trying to show him how to place his hands. Harry was already doing that. He already asked the man right next to him to assist him, to show him how to do it. And the man was is clearly in a better position to do that because he's a Nigerian, maybe from that same region, Lagos. I'm not from Lagos, so I really don't know about the Yoruba culture. But I know that we do have etiquette, Nigerian etiquette, and we do have ethics as well as Nigerians. So he's in a better position than Meghan is, who also just came to Nigeria for the first time, despite her claims of being 43%. Okay, whatever. So you see how she walked over to Harry and tried to show him how to put his hands. And immediately, maybe, I guess the MC, the master of ceremony, thought that she was trying to help him because also it's a Nigerian thing to do as well. They could call the wife, come and help put this on your husband. It's kind of a way to show respect to your husband, right? A way to honor your husband. So come, let the wife put it on her husband. So maybe they might have thought that she was trying to, help him. So they gave her the beads. And the rush that she took to put that on her hand, I have never... Look, honestly, as an adult, you only see this with children, right? But as an adult, no, especially someone who has millions of dollars of jewelry in her closet, whatever, or thousands of dollars, I don't know, millions, thousands of dollars, let's say, tens of thousands, okay? Meghan Markle is capable of affording that. She was already a millionaire before she met Harry. That's the case that a lot of people are talking about. So she could afford that and even more. That's the point I'm trying to make. She could afford those beads because they're pretty cheap. You can buy them anywhere in Nigeria. But it's just the idea that she had to step up and overshadow her husband, take his ornaments, and completely take over Harry's own section of, or his own period of being honored, and make it about her. This is why I am not so against people who don't like Meghan Markle, although sometimes I feel like the hate is a bit too much because even when she breathes, it's like, oh, Meghan Markle breathed. Oh, she was just breathing right now. She just finished breathing. I think that it's a bit too much for a human being to take that. I think that it demoralizes the person. So I feel bad for her sometimes. But when you watch videos like this, you cannot just help but think, is this person normal? Because you have your own time. Your own time is coming. You could come and show him how to put his hands. And once he does, you can go back to your line and wait. Or if he tells you, I need you here, come and stay with me, I'm scared of standing, then you stay with him because maybe he doesn't really feel confident enough to do it by himself. But he never asked her to come and show him. He never asked her to stand there with him. She just did. And so after taking the beads that belonged to him, they finally found out there was a mix-up. Okay, the one that is on your neck is actually for your husband. And they removed it from her neck and they gave it to Harry. And you could tell that she wasn't really very happy about that, right? And after that, they gave her own beads, her own necklace. And her own was pretty smaller, pretty shorter than Harry's. And just if you look at her face there, you can see that she was not very happy about that. The fact that her beads was shorter than her husband's beads. And what does she do? She makes a scowl. She has a scowl face. But then, after they finished giving them the ornaments, the gifts, and all that, Meghan Markle decides to do something that I don't even understand. How an adult, a fully grown woman, this is a fully grown woman who is a mother, okay, would do. Decides to turn around and puts her husband behind her. Completely stand right in front of him to overshadow him. And Harry is lucky that he is actually taller than her, because Meghan is not pretty short. She's not a short person. And I'm sure if she wears a certain height of heels, heely shoes or heely sandals or whatever, I'm sure she would be almost a bit taller than Harry. Okay, not taller, but like she could have a part of her head blocking a part of his face, right? So she turns around and puts him right behind her, which is even, it's like insult upon injury. Okay, I'm going to use that Nigerian phrase, insult upon injury. Okay, this kind of things, this is why I like people from the East. Okay, Eastern Nigerians. I'm not Eastern Nigerian either, but Eastern Nigerians and Northern Nigerians, they do not care where you're from, all right? Even if they respect you, they honor you, they're still going to tell you, my dear, this thing you're doing, no, you cannot do it. Go back to your line, okay? Because they hate it when somebody who is not supposed to do something does it. They hate when you take advantage of their culture, especially the Eastern Nigerians, which is the Igbos, all right? They would have corrected her there and then, especially for the fact that she's a woman. Because one thing about Igbos is a woman cannot disrespect a man, especially in public. They will correct her there and then. But the Yorubas are pretty modern, you know, they're the modernized part of Nigerians, the ones who embrace foreign cultures and all of that. So they wouldn't mind giving her a little bit of a preferential treatment. But I promise you, if that was a Nigerian woman, they would mind 100%. They would tell her, my dear, go back and stand in the line. Your husband comes first. They wouldn't even care, you know, that she was trying to show him how to put his hands. They would tell her to go back in the line. Or if she was coming forward, they'd be like, put it on your husband for us then, since you walked your ass over here, right? But of course, I digress. I'll just leave that there. But I feel like this is the weirdest thing for me, in the point that we compete with our siblings, okay? It's normal. Sibling beef. I had it with my sister as well. As a younger sister, I wanted what she had because she always got the nicer things, and most times I had to wait until she used them, and then it was given to me because she got newer ones. And when my family realized that I was always getting jealous of my sister, they decided, okay, fine, we'll start to give her new things. Because they felt, okay, since you're younger, once your sister's done with stuff, she gives it to you because she knows better ways of how to manage things and all that than you do. But we'll always fight over that. And finally, they were tired of us fighting, and they decided, okay, fine, you know what? We'll give you your own stuff. Here you go. This is what you see with siblings, not with a married couple. I don't understand what kind of conversations they have after things like this. Like maybe Harry would be like, why did you overshadow me during the ceremony of the beads and all that? And she's like, oh, because you were taking so long to take the beads. I had to just step up for you. Yeah, but it's really embarrassing. Like, you know already what they write about me in the tabloids. I'm getting whipped by you. Well, it's not bad if you get whipped. I mean, women get whipped all the time. I mean, I got whipped in the royal family and I didn't say anything. I stood there for you and I sacrificed everything for you and I left everything for you. And now you're complaining about just beads? Just beads? And he's like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I would never, ever. It's just weird because I cannot imagine my husband doing this to me in public. Not once, not twice, not 3 times. Literally every time we go out, and I would just ignore. No, if you keep on repeating that, and I have told you several times, stop doing it, and you keep doing it, I will embarrass you in public because you're not going to keep embarrassing me. I'm sorry, no. And my husband would never do that because we respect each other. If he is in the limelight, it means I'm shining too. I don't have to be there with him. It means I'm shining too, and I will keep like egging him on. Go babe, go babe, go babe. But I have never in my life seen someone that just sees her husband as some sort of, you are a competition and I have to win. And there are other instances of where Meghan has also taken her husband's stuff. We're going to react to those other videos later because I really don't want this video to be too long. But tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section. And there's other videos of her like also overshadowing her husband in Nigeria. I think I'll just play this very short clip of her standing right in front of him doing a photo op or whatever. I don't know what to call that. They were trying to take a photo, and she just stood there, refused to move. And he's like, move. He taps her hand, is like, move. The man is uncomfortable. I would feel bad for my husband. Like, if I love my husband and I see someone doing that to him, like another person, a stranger doing that to him, I would feel very defensive, and I would want to be like, if I had the power to, I would tell the person to move. Okay? But if I don't have the power to, I would feel bad for my husband. I would feel emotionally distraught for him because I'm seeing him being bullied literally in public. Alright? And she expects him to always be behind her in every instance. That's why I just don't get it. It makes no sense. Alright? And I hope that she's able to sympathize with him, because this man has literally sacrificed everything for her. She didn't sacrifice anything for him, although she made him believe that she did, but she didn't. He sacrificed everything. He burnt bridges with his family, who I honestly, the entire Windsor family frustrates me. I would be very frank with you. Okay, both King Charles, Prince William, Princess Catherine, Prince Harry, they all frustrate me. Because when my family does what Prince Harry did to his family, I cut you off right there and then. You cannot be around me ever again. And it will take you years to win my... You won't even win my trust, but it will take years, decades before I can let you around me. And we may not even live that long for us to be in the same room again. But they're so calm. His dad is so, okay, he's my son. Keeps trying to extend an open arm and keeps being nice and cordial with him. Do you know that if the world actually believed what Meghan said on that Oprah's interview about the royal family being racist, because let's be honest, that was what she was trying to paint, okay? Do you know that there could have been like a kind of uproar of people, and they would have demanded for the royal family to be dissolved? Do you know? So many things could have happened if there was like a certain level of belief. Like if people didn't already know these people, like personally, a lot of people have encountered the royal family personally. They've been around them personally. You know, the UK, they're pretty devoted to their royal family. Of course, some people are also anti-royals, but there are more royal sympathizers than there are royal protesters, you know? So, but do you know that if they actually believed what Meghan said, just that line of, they were also concerned about Archie's skin tone. Do you know that the royal family would have been dissolved if people started to protest and all of that? It would have caused a huge blow to the royal family that has existed for millenniums. But there is even in Nigeria, it's not so difficult to cut off your son in Nigeria that really stabs you in the back. Like people do it here all the time. It's not difficult at all. People do it all the time. I've seen it happen. All right, I've seen parents cut off their kids. I've seen kids cut off their parents that really did some evil to them. And if it took one white-looking black woman, in fact, white-looking, white-identifying biracial woman, to say that, oh, Prince Harry, your family is racist towards me and racist towards your kids, for Prince Harry to burn the bridges and also call out his family in public, and also acknowledge his bias. He acknowledged his bias when his white-looking, white-identifying biracial wife called him out, told him, this is exactly how it is with your family. That was when he realized, oh my God, I could be racist too. But he has been around African kids in Rwanda and all the other parts in South Africa. He didn't... So all those times when he was going to this part of the world, he actually looked down on them? Oh God. The ideology is insane. But alright guys, I'll round up the video here. I don't want it to be too long, maybe under 20 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me what you think in the comment section below, and I will be reacting to more videos in the future. This is just video 1. We're going to go all the way down and dissect this very, very weird topic. Alright, I'll see you later. Have a good, blessed day. Bye.